What's good? It's your boy Ben, and I'm back with another video. And right now, I'm just talking about life in general. So let me get into it. So the name of this video is gonna be called Jobs Are a Scam. So jobs are a scam. So I don't know. I guess depend on how you look at it. So, millions of people in this country, man, they work in some type of job, right? It may not be the ideal job that they might have thought of when they was a kid, you know what I'm saying? Nobody said, like, when I grow up, everybody had different aspirations growing up, right? You want to be a firefighter, you want to be in the army, you want to be a police officer, you want to be, something great, something, if you just really thought about it, like, man, I want to be like something meaningful, right? Nobody never said, like, when I grow up, I want to be delivering packages, or, being a waiter, or just doing something, man, that they just absolutely don't want to do, right? And maybe you probably feel it's a scam, like, yo, this is not what I signed up for. This is not, like, this is life, man. This is not what I signed up for. But life is life, man. And depending on how you take care of your business, man, and like what type of upbringing, if you had like a good support system, all those things may come into play, right? Or some people just pull themselves up by their bootstraps and just do what they got to do. Or some people, they may say like these things, like, I want to be, they want to be whatever they profess that they wanted to be, growing up, right? What they want, whatever occupation, right? But some people pursue it, and then find out, like, this ain't it. I'm a nurse, and this ain't it. You gotta have a certain level of decorum, like order. You gotta a compassion, for various different jobs, man. And that's just what it is. Like, nobody really said, no, this is the way it's supposed to be, man. At the end of the day, you feel like you got scammed. And it's like, it just all depends on what your take is on it. So, which kind of interludes to, like, you never know where people end up in life, right? And so I'm driving about, I'm from the city of Detroit, and I'm moving about, and I seen a classmate of mine, standing on the corner holding a sign. I'm like, yo. And my classmate, they recognized me. They was like, Ben. I'm like, such and such, like yo. And no, God forbid, you never know. Things happen in life, man. And I'm like, yo. And this person was like, don't let it fool you. I got a really nice place, way out the way. You know what I'm saying? In the part where the person was talking about, it's a really nice place, really nice area out in the suburbs, right? A little bit of, just good living. Chances are, like, if you got insurance, man, your rates is gonna be low. So to put it in that perspective. And I'm like, this person was like, don't let it fool you. I got a place out in the burbs that's really nice, you know what I'm saying? And she told me, this person told me, it's like, jobs are a scam. I'm like, what? She's like, jobs are a scam. I'm like, wow. So it kind of hit different, man, cause you know, at one of my jobs, there was like a it was an off ramp near the job, right? And when I used to pull up in the morning, I used to see like guys like literally hopping out the car and going over to that off ramp, and you know they probably clock it for like about, man, they probably be up there for about half an hour, whatever, you know. And I always said to myself, if people do it, you know, if it got to be worth their while. It got to be worth their while to go do it, right? You know, to stand out there on a corner. And you know, we've all heard the stories about people, you know the bum who literally like gets off the corner and hop in a BMW or a Benz around the corner, right? And it's like, yo, and it was like, I'm like, dang, it's definitely some truth to that, right? And so people don't do it if it ain't worth their while, right? Let me say that again. People don't do certain things. Like if it just look like they just legitimately just like down bad, in all actuality they got a Benz or a Beamer or a nicer car parked around the corner, they wouldn't do it if it wasn't worth their while. And so let that sink in. And so I'm like, yo, my classmate was like, you know, she got a spot out the way. I'm like, yo. And then at the same time, it's like, you kind of wonder if it may be a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking you. I'm hoping that's not the case. You know, but even then, at the same time, it's like, dang, like our jobs really a scam? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the trade-off is my time for money, right? I gotta get up, hit the highway, catch the bus, commute, or whatever it is I gotta do, you know, to get that money. And that's the trade-off, right? You know, my time to commit to building their legacy and not mine. So I could kind of see, you know, how that would be a scam, maybe. But at that point, man, you got to take accountability. And at that point, you have to really look at it like, yo, I got to really focus on building my legacy instead of building somebody else's. And I guess if you really look at it, for all the working people, you know, I guess every day we falling for the scam. That's my time, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, man. Well, let me know what y'all think. Our job's a scam? Do you feel like that you got duped? And let me know in the comments below. And I appreciate all my subscribers tuning in to me, hearing what I got to say. My 20 subscribers, shout out to all of y'all. Salute. You know, if you actually just casually rolling through and you just clicked on my video and you're not subscribed, I appreciate you watching, man, or person or whoever. I appreciate that too. But if this kind of does resonate with you, man, I really would appreciate you if you subscribe to my channel and just kind of hear my take on things, you know. But I really appreciate it, y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.